tonight's performance of the Comedy of Errors. Before the show starts, we just need to do a little bit of housekeeping to ensure your safety. In case of fire or other emergency, an alarm will sound. If that happens, please exit the Knot Garden and assemble in the car park. Please use whichever exit is nearest to you, either the gate behind the seating through which you entered, or over the stage and out through the tower in front of you. If you or one of your party becomes ill at any point, please contact a member of the front of house team. There are 2 of them sitting at the back of the theatre. Everybody wave to the stewards. Please switch all phones to silent, or even better, turn them off completely. You won't want to be distracted by World Cup goal alerts. While we're on the subject of distractions, a reminder that photography and video are prohibited during the performance. We do have an induction loop for hearing aid users. Please set your hearing aids to the T setting, that's T for Tango, if you wish to use this facility. Whilst outdoor theatre is a joyous experience, second-hand smoke is less delightful. So we would also like to remind you that neither smoking nor vaping is allowed in the auditorium. Finally, there will be a 15-minute interval, giving you plenty of time to enjoy hot and cold drinks, ice cream and other snacks at approximately 8:30 p.m. Now we've got through the admin, I'm very pleased to welcome you all to the ancient Greek port of Ephesus, where 2 pairs of identical twins will take mistaken identity to a whole new level. Audience note, suspension of disbelief may be required when observing the twins. Any resemblance between any twins living or dead is purely coincidental.
Proceed, just ruler, to procure my fall, and by the doom of death end woes and all.
Merchant of Syracusa, plead no more. I am not partial to infringe our laws. The enmity and discord which of late sprang from the rancorous outrage of your duke to merchants, our well-dealing countrymen, who, wanting guilders to redeem their lives, have sealed his rigorous statutes with their bloods, excludes all pity from our threatening looks. For since the mortal and intestine jars twixt thy seditious countrymen and us, it hath in solemn synods been decreed, both by the Syracusians and ourselves, to admit no traffic to our adverse town. Nay more, if any born in Ephesus be seen at Syracusian marts and fairs. Again, if any Syracusian born come to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies!
Yes!
His goods confiscate, to the states dispose, and less 1,000 marks be levied, to quit the penalty and to ransom him. Thy substance valued at the highest rate cannot amount unto 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yes!
Yet this, my comfort, when your words are done, my woes, and likewise with the evening sun.
Well, Syracusian, say in brief the cause, why thou departest from thy native home, and for what cause thou came to Ephesus.
A heavier task could not have been imposed than I to speak my griefs unspeakable. Yet, that the world may witness that my end was wrought by nature, not by vile offence, I'll utter what my sorrows give me leave. In Syracuse was I born, and wed unto a woman happy but for me, and by me had not our hap been bad. With her I lived in joy, our wealth increased. By prosperous voyages I often made to Epidemium, till my factor's death, and the great care of goods at random left, drew me from kind embracements of my spouse, from whom my absence was not 6 months old before herself, almost at fainting, under the pleasing punishment that women bear, had made provision for her following me, and soon and safe arrived where I was. There had she not been long, but she became a joyful mother of 2 goodly sons, which was strange. The one so like the other as could not be distinguished but by names. That very hour, and in the self-same inn, a mean woman was delivered of such a burden, male twins, both alike. Those, for their parents were exceeding poor, I bought and brought up to attend my sons. My wife, not meanly proud of 2 such boys, made daily motions for our home return. Unwillingly I agreed. Alas, too soon we came aboard. A league from Epidemium had we sailed before the always wind-obeying deep gave any tragic instance of our harm. But longer could we not retain much hope, for the sailors sought for safety by the boat, and left our ship then sinking right to us. My wife, more careful for the latter born, had fastened him unto a small spare mast, such as seafaring men provide for storms. To him one of the other twins was bound, whilst I have been like heedful of the other. The children thus disposed, my wife and I, fixing our eyes on whom our care was fixed, fastened ourselves to either end the mast, and floating straight, obedient to the stream, were carried towards Corinth, as we thought. The seas waxed calm, and we discovered 2 ships from far, making a main to us, of Corinth that, of Epidaurus this. But ere they came, let me say no more. Gather the sequel by that went before.
Nay, forward, old man, do not break off so, for we may pity, though not pardon thee.
Had the gods done so, I would not now worthily have termed them merciless to us. For ere the ship could meet by twice 5 leagues, we were encountered by a mighty rock, which being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the midst, so that in this unjust divorce of us, fortune had left to both of us alike what to delight in, what to sorrow for. Her part, poor soul, seeming as burdened with lesser weight, but not with lesser woe, was carried with more speed before the wind. And in our eyes, they 3 were taken up by fishermen of Corinth, as we thought. At length another ship had seized on us, and knowing whom it was their hap to save, gave healthful welcome to their shipwrecked guests, and would have reft the fishers of their prey, had not their bark been very slow of sail, and therefore homeward did they bend their course. Thus have you heard me severed from my bliss. How by misfortune was my life prolonged to tell sad stories of my own mishaps.
And for the sake of them, thou sorrowest for, do me the favour to dilate at full what hath befallen of them and thee till now.
My youngest boy, and also my eldest care, at 18 years became inquisitive after his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, for so his case was like, reft of his brother, but retained his name, might bear him company in the quest of him, whom whilst I laboured for a love to see, I hazarded the loss of whom I loved. Long summers have I spent in farthest Greece, roaming clean through the bounds of Asia, and coasting homeward came to Ephesus, hopeless to find, but loath to leave unsought, or that, or any place that harbours men. But here must end the story of my life. And happy were I in my timely death, could all my travails warrant me they live.
Hapless Aegean, whom the fates have marked to bear the extremity of dire mishap. Now trust me, were it not against our laws, against my crown, my oath, my dignity, which princes would they should not disannul, my soul should sue as advocate for thee. But though thou art adjudged to the death, and passed sentence may not be recalled, but to our honour's great disparagement, yet will I favour thee in what I can. Therefore, merchant, I'll limit thee this day to seek thy life by beneficial help. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus. Beg thou or borrow, and make up this sum and live. If no, then thou art doomed to die.
Yes!
Jailer, take him to thy custody.
I will, my lady.
Therefore, give out you are of Epidemium, lest that your goods too soon be confiscate. This very day, a Syracusian merchant is apprehended for arrival here, and, not being able to buy out his life according to the statute of the town, dies ere the weary sunset in the west. Here is your money that I had to keep.
Go, bear it to the centaur where we host, and stay there, Dromio, till I come to thee. Within the hour it will be dinner time, eh? Till then I'll view the manners of the town, peruse the traders, gaze upon the buildings, and then return to sleep within mine inn. For with long travel I am stiff and weary. Get thee away.
Many a man would take you at your word and go indeed, having so good a mean.
What? A trusty villain, if faith, that very oft when I am dull with care and melancholy lightens my humour with his merry jests. What will you walk with me about the town and then come to mine inn and dine with me?
I am invited, sir, to certain merchants of whom I hope to make much benefit. I crave your pardon, sir. Please you, soon at 5 o'clock, I'll meet you upon the mark, and afterward consort you till bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell till then. I'll go lose myself and wander up and down and see the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own content.
She that commends me to my own content commends me to the thing I cannot get. I am like a drop of water, yeah, that in the ocean seeks another drop, who, falling there to find his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, confounds himself. So I, to find a mother and a brother, in quest of them unhappy lose myself. Here comes the almanac of my true date. What now? How chance thou art returned so soon?
Return so soon? Rather approach too late. The capon burns, the pig falls from the spit, the clock hath struck and 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it one upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is cold. The meat is cold because you come not home. You come not home because you have no stomach. You have no stomach having broken your fast, but we that know what is to fast and pray are penitent for your default today.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where's the money I gave to you?
Sixpence I had owed Wednesday last to pay the saddler for the mistress's crooper. The saddler had it, so I kept it not.
I'm not in sportive humour now. Tell me, dally not, where's the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou trust so great a charge for mine own custody?
I pray you jest, sir. As you sit at dinner, I from my mistress come to you in post. If I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will scour your fault upon my pate. Methinks your more, like mine, should be your clock, and strike you home without a messenger.
Come, Dromio, come. These jests are out of season. Reserve them to a merrier hour than this. Where is the gold I gave in charge to thee?
To me, sir? Well, you gave no gold to me.
Come on, sir villain, have done your foolishness, and tell me how thou hast disposed thy charge.
My charge was but to fetch thee from the mart, home to your house the Phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and her sister stays for you.
In what safe place thou hast bestowed my money, or I will break that merry sconce of yours that stands on tricks when I am undisposed. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hadst of me?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, and some of my mistress's marks upon my shoulders, but not 1,000 marks between you both. If I were to pay your worship those again, perchance you would not bear them patiently.
Thy mistress marks? What mistress slave hast thou?
My worship's wife. My mistress at the Phoenix, she that doth fast until you come home to dinner, and prays that you will hire you home to dinner.
Oh, wilt thou flout me thus, unto my face being forbid? Hold, take thee that, sir knave.
Well, what mean you, sir? For God's sake, nay, and you will not. I'll take my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, this villain is overwrought of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage, as nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark working sorcerers that change the mind, soul killing witches that deform the body, disguised cheaters prating mountebanks, many such like liberties of sin. If it proves so, I'll be gone the sooner. Now I'll to the centaur to go seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Business still lies out of door.
Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill.
Oh, no, he is the bridle of your will.
There's none but us lasses will be bridled so.
Why, headstrong liberty is lashed with woe.
There's nothing situate under heaven's eye that hath his bound in earth, in sea, in sky. The beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls are their male subjects, and at their controls. Man, more divine, master of all these, lord of the wide world and wild and watery seas, endued with intellectual sense and souls of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their females and their lords. Then let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
But were you wedded, you would bear some sway.
Ere I learn to love, I'll practice to obey.
How will your husband start some other where?
Till he come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved. No marvel though she pause, they can be meek that have no other cause. A wretched soul, bruised with adversity, we bid be quiet when we hear it cry. But were we burdened with like weight of pain, as much or more we should ourselves complain. So thou, that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience would relieve me. But if thou live to see life right bereft, this full-baked patience in thee will be left.
Well, I will marry, but to try. Here comes your man. Now is your husband nigh.
Say the tardy master now at hand.
Aye, he's at two hands with me that my two ears can witness.
But say, didst thou speak to him? Knowst thou his mind?
Aye, he told me his mind upon mine ear. For sure as hand I could scarce understand it.
Spake he so doubtfully, thou couldst not feel his meaning.
Nay, he struck so plainly, I could too well feel his blows. With also doubtfully, I could scarce understand them.
But say, I prithee, is he coming home? It seems he has great care to please his wife.
Why, Mistress Shaw, my master is horn mad.
Horn mad, thou villain!
I mean, not cuckold mad, but sure he is stark mad. When I desired him to come home to dinner, he asked me for 1,000 marks in gold. "'Tis dinner time," quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Will you come?" quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Your meat doth burn," quoth I. "My gold," quoth he. "Where is the 1,000 marks I had of thee, villain?" "The pig," quoth I, "is burned." "My gold," quoth he. "My mistress, sir," quoth I. "Out on thy mistress! Oh, no, not thy mistress! Hang up thy mistress!"
Who?
quoth my master. "I know," quoth he, "no house, no wife, no mistress!" So that my own, do you want to my turn? I thank him. I bear him home upon my shoulders, for in conclusion, he did beat me there.
Go back again, thou slave, and fetch him home.
Go back again and be new beaten home. For God's sake, send some other messenger.
Back, slave, or I'll break thy painted cross.
And he will bless that cross with another beating. Between you I shall have a holy head.
Hence, grating peasant, and fetch thy master home.
Am I so round with you as you with me, that like a football you do spurn me thus? You spur me hence, and he will spur me hither. If I'm to last in this service, you must case me in leather.
Fie, how impatience loureth in your face.
His company must do his minions grace, while I at home starve for a merry look. As homely age the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek, then he has wasted it. And my discourse is done. Barren my wit. What ruins are in me to be found by him not ruined? Thus is he the cause of my defeatures, my decay and fair. A sunny look from him would soon repair. But too unruly dear, he breaks the bale and feeds from home. For I am but his stale.
Self-harming jealousy. Fie, beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools can with such wrongs dispense. I know his eye doth homage otherwhere, or else what lets it that he would be here? Sister, you know he promised me
A chain.
Would that alone or love he would detain to keep back water with his bed. I see the jewel best enamelled will lose its beauty, but the gold bides still, that others touch, and often touching will wear gold. Yet no man that hath a name with falsehood or corruption doth it shame. Since that my beauty cannot please his eye, I'll weep what's left away, and weeping die.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
The gold I gave to Dromio is laid up safe at the centaur, and the heedful slave has wandered forth in care to seek me out. Now, by computation and mine host report, I could not speak with Dromio, since at first I sent him from the mark. Oh, see, here he comes. How now, sir? Is your merry humour altered? Oh, as you love strokes, come on, jest with me again. You were no centaur. Ha ha! You received no gold. Oh, your mistress, mistress, sent to take me home to dinner. Oh, my house was at the Phoenix. Wast thou mad that thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Well, even here, not half an hour since.
Well, I did not see you since you sent me hence home to the centaur with the gold you gave me.
Oh, villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt, and toldst me of a mistress, and a dinner, which I hope you felt I was displeased.
I am glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? I pray you, master, tell me.
What? Would you jeer and flout me in the teeth? Oh, thinkst thou I jest? Take that, and that.
Oh, sir, for God's sake, now your jest is heard. Upon what bargain do you give him?
Because I familiarly sometimes do use you for my fool and chat with you, your sauciness will jest upon my love and make a common of my serious hours. When the sun shines, let foolish gnats make sport, but creeping crannies when he hides his beams. If you will jest with me, know my aspect, and fashion your demeanour to my looks, or I will beat this method into your sconce.
Sconce, call you it? And so you would leave battering, I had rather have it a head. And you use these blows long, I must get a sconce for my head, and ensconce it too, else I shall seek my wit in my shoulders. But I pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Would you not know?
Oh, nothing, sir, but that I am beaten.
Should I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? But they say every why hath a wherefore.
Well, first for flouting me, and then wherefore for urging it the second time to me.
Well, was there ever any man thus beaten out of season, wherein the why and wherefore is neither rhyme nor reason? Well, sir, I thank you.
Thank me, sir, for what?
Oh, marry, sir, for this is something you gave me for nothing.
Then I'll make you amends next and give you nothing for something. Ha! Now, sir, is it dinner time?
No, sir, I think the meat wants that I have.
All in good time, sir. What's that?
Basting.
Ooh, then will be too dry.
If it be, sir, I pray you eat none of it.
Your reason?
Lest it make you choleric and purchase me another dry basting.
Learn to jest in good time. There's a time for all things.
I durst have denied that before you were so choleric.
By what rules?
Marry, sir, by a rule as plain as the plain bald pate of Father Time himself.
Let's hear it.
There's no time for a man to recover his hair that grows bald by nature.
Well, there's many a man hath more hair than wit. There. There's three at the back.
Not a man of those, but he hath the wit to lose his hair.
Now thou dost conclude hairy men plain deal is without wit.
The plainer the dealer, the sooner lost, yet he loseth it in a kind of jollity.
Well, what's your reason?
For two, and sound ones too.
Nay, not sound, I pray you.
Sure ones then.
Nay, not sure. Anything's valsing.
Certain ones then.
Name them.
The one... The one, to save money, he spends in tiring. The other, so that at dinner they should not drop in his porridge.
You would all this time have proved there is no time for all things.
Not marry, and did, sir, namely, in time to recover hair lost by nature.
No, but your reason was not substantial why there is no time to recover.
Thus I mend it. Time himself is bald, until the world's end will have bald followers.
I should have known 'twould be a bald conclusion. Oh, but soft, who wafts us yonder?
Aye, Antiphonus, look strange and proud. Some other mistress hath thy sweet aspect. I am not Adriana, nor thy wife. The time was once when thou, unurged, wouldst vow that never words were music to thine ear, that never object pleasing to thine eye, that never touch well welcome to thy hand, that never meat sweet savoured in thy taste, unless I spake or looked or touched or carved to thee. How comes it now, my husband? Oh, how comes it that thou art then a stranger to thyself? Thyself, I call it, being strange to me, that undividable, incorporate, and better than thy dear self's better part. Ah! Do not tear thyself away from me. For no, my love, as easy mayst thou fall, a drop of water in the breaking gulf, and take unmingled thence that drop again, without addition or diminishing, as take from me thyself, and not me too. How dearly would it touch thee to the quick, shouldst thou but hear that I were licentious, and that this body, consecrate to thee by ruffian lustrous beacons, eminent. Wouldst thou not spit at me, and spurn at me, and hurl the name of husband in my face, and tear the stained skin from my harlot brow, and from my false hand cut the wedding ring, and break it the deep divorcing vow? I know thou canst, and therefore see thou do it! I am possessed with an adulterate blot. My blood is mingled with the crime of lust. For if we two be one, and thou play false, I do digest the poison of thy flesh, being strumpeted by thy contagion. Keep then fair league and truce with thy true bed. I live unstained, thou undishonored.
Plead ye to me, fair dame? I know you not. In Ephesus I am but 2 hours old, as strange unto your town as to your talk. Who? Every word, by all my wit being scanned, wants wit in all one word to understand.
Fie, brother, how the world is changed with you. When were you wont to use my sister thus? She sent for you, by Dromio, home to dinner.
Oh, by Dromio.
Not by me.
By thee, and this thou didst return to him, that he did buffet thee, and in his blows denied my house for his, me for his wife.
Did you, sir, converse with this gentlewoman then? What was the course and drift of your compact?
Sir, I never saw her all this time.
And thou liest, for even her very words thou didst deliver to me on the march.
Why, I never speak with her in all my life.
How can she thus then call us by our names, unless it be inspiration?
How ill it agrees with your gravity to counterfeit thus grossly with your slave, abetting him to thwart me in my mood. Be it my wrong. From me you are exempt, but wrong not that wrong with a more contempt. Come, I will fasten on this sleeve of thine. Thou art an elm, my husband, I, a vine whose weakness, married to thy stronger state, mates with thy strength to communicate. If aught possess thee from me, it is dross, usurping ivy, briar, or idle moss, who, all for want of pruning, with intrusion infect thy sap and live on thy confusion.
she speaks. She moves me for her. Think, what was I married to her in my dream? Or sleep I now and think I hear all this. And what error drives our eyes and ears amiss? Until I know this short uncertainty, I'll entertain this offered fallacy.
Dromio, go bid the servants spread for dinner.
Oh, for my beads, I cross me for a sinner. This is the fairyland, oh spite of spite. We talk with goblins, owls and sprites. If we obey them not, this will ensue. They'll suck our breath or pinch us black and blue.
Why break'st thou to thyself and answers not? Dromio, thou drone, thou snail, thou slug, thou sot.
I am transformed, master, am I not?
I think thou art in mind, as am I.
Nay, master, both in mind and in my shape.
Thou hast thine own form.
No, I am an ape.
If thou art changed to aught, it is to an ass.
That is true, she rides me and I long for grass. But 'tis so, I am an ass, else it could never be. But I should know her as well as she knows me.
Come, no longer will I play the fool to put the finger in the eye and weep while man and master laughs my woes to scorn. Come, sir, to dinner. Romeo, keep the gate. Husband, I'll dine above with you tonight and shrive thee of 1,000 idle francs. Sirrah, if any ask your master, say he dines forth and let no creature enter. Come, sister. Romeo, say the porter well.
Am I on earth, in heaven or in hell? Waking or sleeping, mad or well advised, known unto these, but to myself disguised. I'll say as they say and persevere so, and when this midst all adventures go.
Master, shall I be porter at the gate?
Aye, and let none enter lest I break thy pate.
Come, Antipholus, we dine too late.
But, Signor Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her carcanet, and that tomorrow you will bring it home. Here's a villain that would face me down. He met me on the mart, and then I did beat him, and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. Thou drunkard, what did thou mean by this?
Say what you will, master, but I know what I know. You beat me at the mark. I have your marks to show. If the skin were parchment and the blows you gave were ink, well, your own handwriting will tell you what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Oh, marry, so it doth appear by the wounds I suffer and the blows I bear, that I should kick for being kicked, and being at that pass, you would keep from my heels and beware an ass.
You're sad, Signor Balthazar. Pray God our cheer may answer my good will and your... answer my good will and your good welcome here.
I hold your dainties cheap, sir, and your welcomes dear.
Signor Balthazar, either at flesh or fish, a table full of welcome makes scarce one dainty dish.
Good meat is common, sir, that every churl affords.
And welcome more common, but that's nothing but words.
Small cheer and great welcome make a good, merry feast.
Soft, my door is locked. Do bid them let us in.
Maud, Bridget, Marion, Cicely, Gillian, Jean,
Mome, Malthorse, Capon, Coxcomb, Idiot, Patch, either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches that thou pull'st for such store when one is one too many? Go, get thee from the door.
What patch has made our porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on his feet.
Who talks within there? Ho, open the door.
Right, sir, you'll tell me why, and you'll tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today ye you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keepest me out from the house that I own?
The porter for this time, sir, and my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! Thou hast stolen both mine office and my name, but the one never gave me credit and the other mickle blame. If thou hadst been Dromio in my place today, thou would have changed thy face for a name, or thy name for an ass.
What a coil is there, Dromio? Who's that at the gates?
Let my master in, Luce.
Faith, no, he comes too late. And so tell your master.
Oh, Lord, I must laugh. How about you with a proverb? Shall I set in my staff?
How about you with another, lads? Wait, can you tell?
If thy name be called Luce, thou hast answered him well.
Do you hear, you minion? You'll let us in, I hope.
Son, come help.
Well struck. That was blow for blow. Thou baggage, let me in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Don't you knock till you take.
You'll cry for this minion if I beat the door down.
What needs for all that? And a pair of stocks in the town?
Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
Are you there, wife? You might have come before.
Your wife, sir knave, go! Get you from the door!
Master, if you went in pain, this knave would go sore.
Here is neither cheer, sir, nor welcome. We fain have either.
In debating which was best, we shall part with neither.
They stand at the door, master. Bid them welcome hither.
There is something in the wind that we cannot get in.
Well, you would say so, master, if your garments were thin. Your cake here is warm within. That you stand here in the cold, it would make a man mad as a buck to be so bought and sold.
Go fetch me something. I'll break open the gate.
Break any breaking here, and I'll break your knave's pate.
Oh, a man may break a word with you, sir, and words are but wind. I am break 'em in your face, so he breaks 'em not behind.
It seems thou wants breaking. Out upon thee high.
Oh, here's too much out upon thee. I pray thee, let me in.
Aye, when fowls have no feathers and fish have no fin.
Well, I'll break in. Go borrow me a crow.
A crow without a feather. Master, mean you so? What? A fish without a fin? There's a fowl without a feather. If a crow help us in, sirrah, we'll pluck a crow together. Gah! Gah!
Go! Get thee gone! Fetch me an iron crow!
Oh, have patience, sir. Let it not be so. Herein you war against your reputation, and draw within the compass of suspects the unviolated honour of your wife. Once this, your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years and modesty, feel on her part some cause to you unknown, and doubt not, sir, but she will well excuse why at this time the doors are made against you. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience, and let us all to the tiger, all to dinner. And then, about evening, come yourself alone to know the reason for this strange restraint.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, and in despite of mirth. Mean to be merry. I know a woman of excellent discourse, pretty and witty, wild and yet too gentle. There we will dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest without desert, hath oftentimes upbraided me withal. To her we will to dinner.
Yes.
Get you home and fetch the chain. By that I know 'tis made, and bring it, I pray you, to the porcupine. For there's the house. That chain will I bestow, be it for nothing but to spite my wife upon mine hostess there. Good sir, make haste. Since mine own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere and see if they'll disdain me.
Well, I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jest shall cost me some expense.
And may it be you have quite forgot a husband's office. Shall, Antipholus, even in the spring of love thy love springs rot, shall love in building grow so ruinous? If you did wed my sister for her wealth, then, for her wealth's sake, use her with more kindness. Or, if you like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love in some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye. Be not thy tongue thy own shame's orator. Look sweet, speak fair, become disloyalty. Apparel vice like virtue's harbinger. Bear a fair presence, though your heart be tainted. Teach sin the carriage of a holy saint. Be secret false. What need she be acquainted? What simple thief brags of his own attaint? 'Tis double wrong to truant with your bed and let her read it in thy looks at board. Shame hath a bastard fame, well managed. Ill deeds is doubled with an evil word. Alas, poor women, make us but believe, being compact of credit, that you love us. Though others have the arm, show us the sleeve. We in your motion turn, and you may move us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sport to be a little vain, when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife.
Sweet mistress! What thy name is else I know not, nor by what wonder you do hit of mine. Yes, in your knowledge and your grace you shew not than our earth's wonder, more than earth's divine. Oh, teach me, dear creature, to think and speak. Lay open my earthy gross conceit, smothered in errors, feeble, shallow, weak. The folded meaning of your words, deceit. Against my soul's pure truth, why labour you to make it wander in an unknown field? Oh, are you a god? Would you create me new? Or transform me then, and to your power I'll yield? But, if that I am I, and when I know your weeping sister is no wife of mine, nor to her bed no homage do I owe, far more to you do I decline. Train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note to drown me in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er silvery waves thy golden hairs, and as a bed I'll take them and there lie, and in such glorious supposition think, he gains by death that hath such a means to die. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sink.
What? Are you mad? That you do reason so?
Not mad, but mated, how I do not know.
'Tis a fault that springeth from your eye.
For gazing on your beams, fair son, being by.
Gaze when they should, and that will clear your sight.
As good to wink, sweet love, as look on not.
Why call you me love? Call my sister so.
No, thy sister.
That's my sister.
No, 'tis thyself, sister. Mine own self's better part, my eyes' clear eye, my dear heart's dearer heart, my food, my fortune, my sweet hope's aim, my soul earth's heaven and my heaven's claim.
All this my sister is, or else should be.
Call thyself sister, sweet, for I am thee,
Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life.
You have no husband. Yet.
Nor I no wife. Give me thy hand.
Oh, soft sir, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her goodwill.
How now, Dromio? Where runn'st thou so far?
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Dromio, thou art my man, thou art thyself.
I am an ass. I am a woman's man, and besides myself.
What woman's man, and how besides thyself?
Marry, sir, besides myself. I am due to a woman, one that claims me, one that haunts me, one that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Marry, sir, such a claim as you would lay to your horse, and she would have me as a beast. Well, not that I being a beast she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverend body, aye. Such a one as a man may not speak of without he say Sir Reverend. I have but lean luck in the match, and yet she is a wondrous fat marriage.
Whoa. What dost thou mean, a fat marriage?
Oh, marry, sir, she's the kitchen wench, and all grease. And I know not what use to make of her, but to put a lamp at her and run from her by her own light. I warrant her rags and the tallow in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world.
Well, what complexion is she of?
Swart like my shoe, but her face like nothing so clean kept. For why? She sweats. A man may go with shoes in the grime of it.
Well, that's a fault that water will mend, huh?
No, sir, 'tis ingrained. Noah's flood could not do it.
What's her name?
Yes, sir! But her name in 3/4, that's an L and 3/4, could not measure her from hip to hip.
Then she bears some breadth.
Well, no longer from head to foot, but from hip to hip. She is spherical, like a globe. I could find out countries in her.
Where on her body stands Ireland?
Oh, marry, sir, in her buttocks. I found her out by the bogs.
Where Scotland?
I found it by the barrenness, hard in the palm of her hand.
Où se trouve la France?
In her forehead, armed and reverted, making war against her heir.
Where England?
I looked for the chalky cliffs, but I could find no whiteness in them. But I guess it stood in her chin, by the salt room that ran by France a bit.
Where Spain?
Faith, I saw it not, but I felt it, hot in her breath.
Where stood America, the Indies?
Oh, sir, all upon her nose, all o'er embellished with rubies, carbuncles, sapphires, declining their rich aspect to the hot breath of Spain, who sent whole armadas and carracks to be ballast at her nose.
Where stood Belgium, the Netherlands?
Oh, sir, I did not look so low. To conclude, this drudge or diviner laid claim to me, called me Dromio, swore I was assured to her, and told me what privy marks I had about me, as the mark on my shoulder, the mole on my neck, and the great wart on my left arm, well, that I, amazed, ran from her as a witch. And I think, if my heart had not been made of faith and my breast of steel, she had transformed me to a curdled dog and made me turn in the wheel.
Go. Hie thee presently post to the road, and if the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbour in this town tonight. If any bark puts forth, come to the mart.
where I will walk until thou returns to me. If everyone knows us, and we know none, 'tis time, I think, to trudge back and be gone.
As from a bear a man would run for life, so run I from her that will be my wife.
There's none but witches do inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time I was hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul doth for a wife of whore. But her fair sister, possessing such a gentle sovereign grace of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me a traitor to myself. But, lest myself be guilty to self-wrong, I'll stop my ears against the mermaid song. La 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 la.
Master Antipholus! Master Antipholus!
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well, sir. Look, here's the chain. I thought to have taken you at the Porcupine. The chain unfinished made me stay thus long.
What is your will I should do with it?
What please yourself, sir? I've made it for you.
I've made it for me? No, I bespoke it not.
Not once, nor twice, but 20 times you have, sir. Go home with it. Please your wife withal. Oh, and soon at supper time I'll visit you, and then receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you may ne'er see chain nor money more.
Oh, you're a merry man, sir. Fare you well.
What I should make of this, I cannot tell. But this, I think, no man is so vain would refuse so fair an offer to chain. I see here a man need not live by ships, when in the street he meets such golden gifts. I'll to the mart, and there for Dromio state. If any ships put out, straight away. But before that, shall we have a brief interval? I will see you back here in 15 minutes.
much importuned you, nor now I had not but that I am bound to Persia, and want guilders for my voyage. Therefore, make present satisfaction, I'll attach you by this officer.
Even just the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. And in the instant that I met with you, he added me a chain. That at 5 o'clock I shall receive the money for the same. Please, if you walk with me down to his house, I'll discharge my bond, and thank you too.
That labour may you save. See where he comes.
While I go to the goldsmith's house, go thou and buy a rope's end. That will I bestow among my wife and her confederates for locking me out of my doors by day. But soft, I see the goldsmith. Get thee gone, buy thou a rope, bring it home to me.
I'll buy £1,000 a year. I'll buy a rope.
Man is well holp up that trusts to you. I promised your presence and the chain, and neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. Be like you thought our love would last too long if it were chained together, and therefore came not.
Well, saving your merry humour, here's the note. How much your chain weighs, the utmost carat, finest of the gold, and charge for fashion, which doth amount to 3 odd ducats more than I stand indebted to this gentleman. Oh, I pray you, see him presently discharged. He's bound to sea, stays but for it.
I'm not furnished with the present money. Besides, I have some business in town. Good sir, take this stranger to my house. With you, take the chain, and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Perchance I will be there as soon as you.
Oh, then you will bring the chain to her yourself.
No, bear it with you, lest I come not time enough.
Well, sir, I will. Well, have you the chain about you?
And if I have not, I hope you have, or else you may return without your money.
Nay, come, I pray you, sir. Well, give me the chain. Both wind and tide stays for this gentleman, and I, to blame, have held him here too long.
Good Lord, you use this dalliance to excuse your breach of promise to the porcupine. I should have chid you for not bringing it. But first, like a shrew, you first begin to brawl.
The hour still's come! I pray you, sir, dispatch!
Oh, you hear how he importunes me? The chain!
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
Come, you know I gave it you even now. Either send the chain or send by me some token.
Fie, now you run this humour out of breath. Come, where is the chain? I pray you, let me see it.
Oh, but business cannot brook this dalliance. Good sir, say where you'll answer me or no, or I'll leave him to the officer.
I answer you. What should I answer you?
The money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave it you half an hour since.
You gave me none, and you wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me more, sir, to deny it. Well, consider how it stands upon my credit.
Well, officer, arrest him at my suit.
I do, and charge you in the Queen's name to obey.
Oh, this touches me in reputation. Either consent to pay this sum for me, or I attach you by this officer.
Consent to pay thee, that I never had. Arrest, good foolish fellow, arrest me if thou darest.
Here is my fee. Arrest him, officer. Oh, I would not spare my brother in this case if he should scorn me so apparently.
I do arrest you, sir. You heard the suit.
I do obey the officer till I give thee bail. But, sirrah, you shall buy this sport as dear as all the metal in your shop will answer.
Oh, sir. Sir, I shall have law in Ephesus. To your notorious shame, I doubt it not.
Master! There's a bark of Epidemium that stays but till her owner goes aboard, and then, sir, she bears away. Our fraughted sir, I have conveyed aboard, and I have bought the oil, balsamum and aquavitae. The ship is in her trim, the merry wind blows fair from land. They stay for naught at all but for their owner, master, and yourself.
How now? A madman? Why, thou peevish sheep, what ship of epidemium stays for me?
A ship you sent me to hire waftage.
Thou drunken slave, I sent thee for a rope and told thee to what purpose and what end.
You sent me for a rope's end as soon. You sent me to the bay, sir, for a bark.
I will debate this matter at more leisure, and teach thine ears to list me with more heed. To Adriana, villain, hide thee straight. Give her this key, and tell her that in the desk that's covered over with a Turkish tapestry, there is a purse of ducats. Let her send it. Tell her I'm arrested in the street, and that it shall bail me. But hide thee, slave, be gone! Onward, officer, to prison, till it come.
To Adriana? Well, that is where we dined, where Dowsabel did claim me for her husband. She is too big, I hope, for me to compass. Thither I must, although against my will, for servants must their master's minds fulfill.
In his eye that he did speak in earnest, yea or no? Was he red, or pale, or sad, or merrily? What observations madest thou in this case, if his heart meet yours, tilting in his face?
First, he denied you had in him no right.
Oh, he meant he did me none, the more my spite.
Then swore he that he was a stranger here.
And true he swore, yet though forsworn he were.
Then pleaded I for you.
And what said he?
That the love I begged for you, he begged of me.
With what persuasion did he tempt thy love?
With words that in an honest suit might move. First he did praise my beauty, then my speech.
Did speak him fair?
Have patience, I beseech.
Oh, I cannot nor I will not hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have its will. He is deformed, crooked, old and sere, ill-faced, worse-bodied, shapeless, everywhere. Vicious, ungentle, foolish, blunt, unkind, stigmatical in making, worse in mind.
Who would be jealous then of such a one? No evil lost is wailed when it is gone.
Ah, but I think him better than I say. And would herein other eyes were worse. Far from her nest the lapwing cries away. My heart prays for him, though my tongue do curse.
Go! The desk! The purse! But sweet, now make haste!
How hast thou lost thy breath?
By running fast.
Where is your master, Dromio? Is he well?
No, he's in Tartar limbo, worse than hell. A devil in an everlasting garment hath him, one whose hard heart is buttoned up with steel. A fiend, a fairy, pitiless and rough. A wolf, nay, worse, a fellow all in buff. A back friend, a shoulder clapper, one that countermands the passages of alleys, creeks and narrow lands. A hound that runs counter yet draws dry foot well, one that before judgment sends poor souls to hell.
Why, man, what is the matter?
I do not know the matter, he is rested on the case.
What? Is he arrested? Tell me at whose suit?
I know not at whose suit he is rested well, but in a suit of buff which rested him. That can I tell. Oh, will you send him, mistress, redemption, the money in his desk?
Go, sister, fetch it. This I wonder at, that he, unknown to me, should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a band?
Not on a band, but on a stronger thing. A chain. A chain. What, do you not hear it ring?
What, the chain?
No, the bell. 'Tis time I were gone.
There is the money. Go, Dromio, bear it straight, and fetch thy master home immediately. Come, sister, I am pressed down with conceit. Conceit my comfort and my injury.
there's not a man I meet but doth salute me as if I were their well-acquainted friend, and everyone doth call me by my name. Some tender money to me, some invite me, some others give me thanks for kindnesses. Some offer me commodities to buy. Even now a tailor did call me in his shop and show me silks that he had bought for me, and wherewithal took measure of my body. Sure, these are but imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers inhabit here.
Master, here's the gold you sent me for. Ooh. Oh, what, have you got that picture of old Adam New Apparel?
What gold is this, and what Adam dost thou mean?
Not that Adam that kept the paradise, but that Adam that keeps the prison. He that goes in the calf skin that was killed for the prodigal. He that came behind you, sir, like an evil angel and bid you forsake your liberty.
Well, that means an officer.
Aye, sir, the sergeant of the band. He that brings any man to answer at the breacher's band. Well, one that always thinks a fellow going to bed and says, God give you good rest.
Oh, well there, sir, rest your foolery. Is there any ships put out tonight? May we be gone?
Why, sir, I brought you word an hour since the bark expedition put forth tonight, and then you were hindered by the sergeant to tarry for the hoy delay. Well, here are the angels you sent me for to deliver you.
This fellow is distracted, so am I. And here we wander in illusions. Oh, some blessed power deliver us from hence.
Well met, Master Antipholus. I see you, sir, have found the goldsmith now. Is this the chain you promised me today?
Satan, avoid, I charge thee. Tempt me not.
Master, is this Mistress Satan?
It is the devil.
Nay, she is worse. She is the devil's dam, and she comes in the habit of a light wench.
Your man and you are marvellous merry, sir. Will you go with me? We'll mend our dinner here.
Master, if you do, expect spoon meat or bespeak a long spoon.
Why, Tronia?
Marry, he must have a long spoon that must eat with the devil.
Ooh. Avoid then, fiend, what tellst thou me of supping? Thou art, as you all are, a sorceress. I conjure thee to leave me and begone.
Give me the ring of mine you had at dinner, or for my diamond, the chain you promised, and I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Master, be wise, and if you give it her, the devil will shake her chain and fright us with it.
I pray you, sir, my ring or else the chain. I hope you do not mean to cheat me so.
Avaunt thou, witch! Come, Dromio, let us away.
Fly, pride, that's the peacock, that you know.
Now out of doubt, Antipholus is mad. Also, would never so demean himself. A ring of mine he hath worth 40 ducats, and for the same he promised me a chain. Both one and other he denies me now. The reason that I gather he is mad, besides this present instance of his rage, is a mad tale he told today at dinner of his own doors being shut against his entrance. Belike his wife, acquainted with his fits, on purpose shut the door against his way. My way is now to hie home to his house and tell his wife that, being lunatic, he rushed into my house and took away my ring. This course I fittest choose, for 40 ducats is too much to lose.
Fear me not, man, I will not break away. I'll give thee, ere I leave thee, so much money as to warrant thee that I'm arrested for. My wife is in a wayward mood today, and will not lightly trust the messenger I should be attached in Ephesus. I tell you, 'twill sound harshly in her ears. Here comes my man. I think he brings the money. How now, sir? Have you that which I sent you for?
Here's that. I warrant you, we'll pay them all.
But where's the money?
Why, sir, I gave the money for the rope.
500 ducats, Philip. For a rope.
I'll serve you, sir, 500 at the rate.
To what end did I bid thee hie thee home?
Well,
to a rope's end, sir, and to that end of my return.
And to that end, sir, I will welcome you.
Sir, be patient.
Well, that's for me to be patient. I'm in adversity.
Good now, hold thy tongue.
Nay, rather persuade him to hold his hand.
Thou whoresome, senseless villain.
Oh, I wish I were senseless that I might not too well feel your blows.
Thou art sensible in nothing but blows, and so is an ass.
Oh, I am an ass indeed. You may prove it by my long ears. I have served him since the hour of my nativity until this instant, and I have received nothing from my service at his hands but blows. When I am cold, he heats me with a beating. When I am warm, he cools me with a beating. I am raised with it when I sit, waked with it when I sleep, driven out of doors with it when I go from home, and welcomed home with it when I return. Nay, I bear it on my shoulders as a beggar want her brat. And I think when he hath lamed me, I shall beg with it from door to door.
Oh. Wilt thou still talk?
How say ye now? Is not your husband mad?
His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, thou art a conjurer. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will please you what you will demand.
Alas, how fiery and how sharp he looks.
Mark how he trembles in his ecstasy.
Give me your hand, let me feel your pulse.
Here is my hand. Let it feel your ear.
I charge thee, Satan, housed within this man, to yield possession of my holy prayers, and in thy state of darkness, hie thee straight. I conjure thee, I all the saints in heaven.
Peace, doting wizard, peace. I'm not mad.
Oh, that thou wert not, poor distressed soul.
You minion, you. Are these your customers? Did this companion with the saffron face revel and feasted at my house today, whilst upon me the guilty doors were shut and I locked out, denied entry to my house?
Husband, God doth know you dined at home. Where had you remained until this time, free from these slanders and this open shame?
Dined at home. Thou villain, what sayest thou?
Sir, sooth to say, you did not dine at home.
Were the doors not shut and I locked out?
Purdy, the doors were locked and you shut out.
Did not she herself revile me there?
Sans fable, she herself reviled you there.
Did her kitchen maid not rail, taunt, and scorn me?
Certes she did, the kitchen vestal scorned you.
And did not I enraged depart from thence?
In verity you did. My bones bear witness that since I felt the vigours of his rage.
It's good to soothe him in these countries.
It is no shame the fellow finds his vein, and, yielding to it, view as well his frenzy.
Thou hast suborned the goldsmith to arrest me.
Alas, I sent you money to redeem you by Dromio here, who came in haste for it.
Money by me, heart and goodwill you might, but surely, master, not a rack of money.
Whence not thou to her for a purse of ducats?
She came to me, and I delivered it.
And I have witness with her that she did.
God and the rope maker bear me witness that I was sent for nothing but a rope.
Mistress, both man and master is possessed. I know it by their pale and deadly looks. They must be bound and laid in some dark room.
Say wherefore thou didst lock me forth today, and why dost thou deny the bag of gold?
I did not, gentle husband, lock thee forth.
And gentle master, I received no gold, but I confess that we were locked out.
Oh, dissembling villain, thou speakst false in both.
Dissembling harlot, thou art false in all, and art confederate with a damned pack that would make a loathsome abject scorn of me. But with these nails I'll pluck out those false eyes that would behold in me such a shameful sport.
Oh, find him! Let him not come near me!
More company! The fiend is strong within him.
Ay me, poor man, how pale and wan he looks.
Oh, but wouldst thou murder me? Well, thou jailer thou, I am thy prisoner. Would thou suffer them to make a rescue?
Master, let him go. He is my prisoner, and you shall not have him.
Go! Find this man, he is frantic too.
What wilt thou do, thou peevish officer? Hast thou delight to see a wretched man do outrage and displeasure to himself?
He is my prisoner. If I let him go, the debt he owes will be asked of me.
I will discharge thee ere I go with thee. Bear me forthwith into his creditor, and knowing how the debt grows, I will pay it. Good Master Doctor, see him safe conveyed home to my house. Oh, most unhappy day!
Oh, most unhappy strumpet.
Master, I am here entering bond for you.
Out on thee, villain! Why dost thou mad me?
Will you be bound for nothing?
Oh.
Be mad, good master. Cry the devil.
God help poor souls, how idly do they talk. Go, bear him hence. Go, you sister, with me. Say now, whose suit is he arrested at?
One Angelo, a goldsmith. Do you know him?
I know the man. What is the sum he owes?
200 ducats.
Say, how grows it due?
For a chain that your husband had made of him.
He did bespeak me a chain, but had it not.
Whenas your husband, all enraged today, rushed into my house and took away my ring, the very ring I saw upon his finger now. Straight after did I meet him with a chain.
That may be so, but I did not see it. Come, jailer, take me to where the goldsmith is. I long to know the truth hereof at large. Ah! God have mercy, now loose again! God has made the
I see! These witches are afraid of swords!
She that would be your wife now ran from you. Ha!
Come to the centaur, fetch our stuff from thence. I long that we were safe and sound aboard.
Oh, babe, stay here this night. But they will surely do us no harm. You see how they speak us fair, give us gold. Methinks they are such a gentle nation that, but for that mad mountain of flesh that claims marriage of me, I could find it in my heart to stay here still and turn witch.
I will not stay tonight, for all this town, therefore away, and fetch our stuff aboard. Romeo!
You, but I protest. He had the chain of me, but most dishonestly he doth deny it.
How is the man esteemed here in the city?
Oh, a very reverend reputation, sir, of credit infinite, highly beloved, second to none that lives here in this city. His word might bear my wealth at any time.
Speak softly, yonder as I think he walks.
'Tis so. And that self-chain about his neck, which he forswore most monstrously to have. Good sir, draw near to me. I'll speak to him. Well, Senior Antipholus, I wonder much that you would put me to this shame and trouble, and not without some scandal to yourself with circumstance and oaths. So to deny this chain, which now you wear so openly, besides the charge, the shame, imprisonment, you have done wrong to this, my honest friend, who but for staying on our controversy, had hoisted sail and put to sea today. Well, that chain you had of me, sir. Can you deny it?
I think I had it. I never did deny it.
Yes, that you did, sir, and forswore it too.
Who?
heard me to deny it or forswear it?
Oh, these ears of mine, thou knowest did hear thee. Fie on thee, wretch! 'Tis pity thou livest to walk where any honest man resort.
Thou art a villain to impeach me thus? I'll prove mine honour and mine honesty against thee presently, if thou darest stand.
I dare, and do defy thee for a villain. Ha ha!
Lost much wealth by racket. Very dear friend, have not else his eyes strayed his affection in unlawful love, a sin prevailing much in youthful men, who give their eyes the liberty of gazing? Which of these sorrows is he subject to?
To none of these, except it be the last. Namely, some love that drew him off from home.
You should for that have reprehended him.
Why, so I did.
Aye, but not rough enough.
As roughly as my modesty would let me.
Haply in private.
And in assemblies too.
Aye, but not enough.
It was the copy of our conference. In bed, he slept not for my urging it. At board, he ate not for my urging it. Alone, it was the subject of our theme. In company, I often glanced at it. Still did I tell him it was vile and bad.
And thereof came it that the man was mad. The venom clamours of a jealous woman, poison more deadly than a mad dog's tooth. It seems his sleeps were hindered by thy railing, and thereof comes it that his head is light. Thou sayest his meat was sauced with thy upbraidings. Unquiet meals make ill digestions. Thereof the raging fire of fever bred, and what's a fever but a fit of madness? Thou sayest his sport was hindered by thy brawls. Sweet recreation barred, what did ensue but moody and dull melancholy, kinsman to grim and comfortless despair, and at her heels a huge infectious troop of pale distemperatures and foes to life. In food, in sport, and life-preserving rest, to be disturbed with mad or man or beast. The consequence is then thy jealous fits have scared thy husband from the use of wits.
She never reprehended him but mildly, when he demeaned himself rough, rude, and wildly. Why bear you these rebukes and answer not?
She did betray me to my own reproof. Good people, enter and lay hold on him.
No, not a creature enters in my house.
Then let your servants bring my husband forth.
Neither. He took this place for sanctuary, and it shall privilege him from your hands till I have brought him to his wits again, or lose my labour in assaying it.
I will attend my husband, be his nurse, diet his sickness, for it is my office, and shall now no attorney but myself. Therefore let me have him home with me.
Be patient. I will not let him stir till I have used the approved means I have, with wholesome syrups, drugs, and holy prayers, to make of him a formal man again. It is a branch and parcel of mine oath, a charitable duty of my order. Therefore depart, and leave him here with me.
I will not hence and leave my husband here, and ill it does beseem your holiness to separate the husband from the wife.
Be quiet, and depart. Thou shalt not have him.
Complain unto the queen of this indignity.
Come, go, I will fall prostrate at her feet, and never rise until my tears and prayers have won our queen to come in person hither, and take for fools my husband from the abbess.
By this, I think the dial points at 5. Anon, I'm sure, the Queen herself in person comes this way to the melancholy vale, the place of death and sorry execution behind the ditches of the abbey here.
Well, upon what cause?
To see a reverend Syracusian merchant who put unluckily into this bay against the laws and statutes of this town, beheaded publicly for his offence.
Oh, see where they come. We will behold his death.
Kneel unto the queen before she pass the abbey.
Yet once again proclaim it publicly. If any friend shall pay the sum for him, he shall not die, so much we tender him.
Justice, most sacred queen against the abbess.
She is a virtuous and reverend lady. It cannot be that she hath done thee wrong.
Pray, your majesty. Antipholus, my husband, who I made lord of me and all I had at your important letters. This ill day a most outrageous fit of madness took him, that desperately he hurried through the streets, with him his bondmen, all as mad as he, doing displeasure to citizens by rushing in their houses and bearing thence rings, jewels, anything his rage did like. Once did I get him bound and sent him home whilst to take order for the wrongs I went that here and there his fury had committed. Anon, I wot not by what strong escape he broke from those that had guard of him, and with his man attendant and himself, each with ireful passion and drawn swords, met us again and madly bent on us, chased us away till raising a foray we came again to find them. Then they fled into this abbey here, whither we pursued them. And here the abbess shuts the gates on us, and will not suffer us to fetch him out, nor bring him forth that we may bear him hence. Therefore, most gracious queen, with thy command, let him be brought forth and borne hence for help.
Long since thy husband served me in our wars, and I to thee engaged a prince's word, when thou didst make him master of thy bed, to do him all the grace and good I could. Go, some of you, knock at the abbey gate, and bid the lady abbess come to me. I will determine this before I stir.
Shout and save yourself. My master and his man are both broke loose, beaten the maid through, and bound the doctor, whose beard they have singed off with brands of fire. Ever as it blazed, they threw upon him great pails of puddled mire to quench the hair. My master preaches patience to him, and the while his man with scissors nicks him like a fool. Sure, unless you send some pleasant help between them, they will kill the conjurer.
Peace, fool! Thy master and his man are here, so this is false. Thou dost report to us.
Mistress, upon my life, I tell you true. I haven't breathed almost since I did see it. He cries for you and vows if he can take you to scorch your face and to disfigure you. Hark! Hark! I hear him! Mistress, fly! Be gone!
Come, stand by me. Fear nothing. Guard with halberds.
My maid! That is my husband! Witness you how he is borne about invisible. Even now we housed him in the abbey here, and now he's there? Past thought of human reason.
Justice! Oh, most gracious queen! Oh, grant me justice, even for the service that long since I did thee, when I bestrid thee in the wars, and took deep scars to save thy life, even for the blood that then I lost for thee. Oh, now grant me justice. Unless the fear of death doth make me dote, I see my son Antipholus, Andromio. Justice, my queen, against that woman there.
Discover how, and thou shalt find me just.
This day, great queen, she shut the doors upon me, while she with harlots
feasted in my house.
A grievous fault. Say, woman, didst thou so?
No, my lady. Myself, he and my sister did dine together today, so before my soul this is false, he burdens me withal. Ne'er may I look on day, nor sleep on night, but she tells to your highness simple truth.
Oh, perjured woman! They are both forsworn. In this, the madman justly chargeth them.
My queen, I am advised what I say. Neither disturbed with the effect of wine, nor heady rash provoked with raging ire, albeit my wrongs might make one wiser mad. This woman locked me out this day from dinner. That goldsmith there, were he not packed with her, could witness it, for he was with me then, who parted with me to go fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porcupine. Where I did dine, where Balthazar and I did dine together, our dinner done, and he not coming thither, I went to seek him. In the street I met him, and in his company, that gentleman. There did this perjured goldsmith swear me down that I this day of him received the chain, which God he knows I saw it not, for the which he did arrest me. With an officer I did obey, and sent my peasants home for certain ducats he with none returned. Then fairly I bespoke the officer to go with me in person to my house. By the way we met my wife, her sister, and a rabble more, a vile confederate. Along with them they brought one Pinch, a lean, hungry villain. They fell upon me, bound me, and bore me thence, and in a dark and dankish vault at home, there left me and my man, both bound together, until gnawing with my teeth, my bonds in sunder, I gained my freedom, and immediately ran hither to yourself, whom I beseech to give me ample satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities.
Your Majesty, thus far I witness with him that he dined not at home, but was locked down.
But had he such a chain of thee or no?
Oh, he had, in faith, and when he ran in here, these people saw the chain about his neck.
Besides, I will be sworn these ears of mine heard you confess you have the chain of him, after you first forswore it on the mart, and thereupon I drew my sword unto you, and then you fled into this abbey here, from whence I think you had come by miracle.
I never came within these abbey walls, nor ever didst thou draw thy sword on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven. This is false, you burden me withal.
Why, what an intricate impeach is this? I think you have all drunk of Circe's cup. If here you housed him, here he would have been. If he were mad, he would not plead so coldly. You say he dined at home? Well, the goldsmith here denies that saying. Cyril, what say you?
Sure, he dined with her there at the Porcupine.
He did, and from my finger snatched that ring.
'Tis true, my liege, this ring I had of her.
Sawest thou him enter at the abbey here?
Assure my queen, as I do see your face.
Why, this is strange. Go call the abbess hither. I think you are all mated or stark mad.
Most mighty queen, vouchsafe me speak a word. Happily, I see your friends will save my life and pay the sum that may deliver me.
Speak freely, Syracusian, what thou wilt.
Is not your name, sir, called Antipholus? Is that not your bondsman, Dromio?
Within this hour I was his bondsman, sir, but he, I thank him, gnawed into my cords, and now I am Dromio and his man unbound.
I am sure you, both of you, know me well.
Ourselves we do remember by you, for lately we were bound as you are now, You're not Pinch's patient, are you, sir?
Why look you strange on me? You know me well.
I never saw you in my life till now.
Grief has changed me since you saw me last. Careful hours, with time's deformed hands, have written strange features on my face. But tell me, yet dost thou not know my voice?
Neither.
Dromio, not thou?
No, trust me, sir, nor I.
I'm sure thou dost.
But I am sure I do not, and whatsoever a man denies, you are now bound to believe him.
Not know my voice? Oh, time's extremity! Hast thou so cracked and splitted my poor tongue in 7 short years, that here my only son knows not my feeble key of untuned cares? Though now this grained face of mine be hid in sap-consuming winter's drizzled snow, and all the conduits of my blood froze up, yet hath my night of life some memory, my fading lamps some wasting glimmer, yet my dull deaf ears a little used to hear. All these old witnesses I cannot tell me thou art my son Antipholus.
I never saw my father in my life.
But 7 years since in Syracuse, boy, thou knowest we parted. Or perhaps, my son, thou shamest to acknowledge me in misery.
The Queen and all that know me in this city can witness with me that it is not so. I never saw Syracusa in my life.
I tell thee, Syracusian, 20 years have I been patron to Antipholus, during which time he ne'er saw Syracusa. I see thy age, and dangers make thee dote.
O mighty Queen, behold a man much wronged.
I see 2 husbands, or mine eyes deceive me. One of these men is genius to the other, and so of these, which is the natural man, and which the spirit? Who deciphers them?
Oh, I faith Dromio, command him away.
I faith Dromio, pray let me stay.
Aegean art thou not, or else his ghost.
Oh, my old master! Well, who hath found him here?
Whoe'er hath bound him, I will loose his bonds and gain a husband by his liberty. Oh, speak, old Aegean, if thou be'st the man that hadst a wife once called Amelia, who bore thee at a burden 2 fair sons. Oh, if thou be'st the same Aegean, speak, and speak unto the same Amelia.
If I dream not, thou art Amelia. If thou art she, tell me where is the boy that floated with thee on the fatal raft?
By men of Epidamian, he and I and the twin Dromio all were taken up. But by and by, rude fishermen of Corinth by force took Dromio and my son from them, and me they left with those of Epidamian. What then became of them I cannot tell. I to this fortune that you see me in. Come.
Why, here begins his morning story right. These 2 Antipholuses, these 2 so like, and these 2 Dromios, one in semblance besides his urging of her wrecked seed. These are the parents to these children, which accidentally are met together. Antipholus, thou came from Corinth first?
No, faith, not I. I came from Syracuse.
Stay, stand apart. I know not which is which.
I came from Corinth, most gracious Queen.
And I with him.
Brought to this town by that most famous warrior, Duke Menaphon, your most renowned uncle.
Which of you 2 did dine with me today?
I, gentle mistress.
And are you not my husband?
No, I say nay to that.
And so do I. Yet she did call me so. And this fair gentlewoman, her sister here, did call me, brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall have leisure to make good. This be not a dream that I see and hear.
That is the chain, sir, which you had of me.
I think it is, sir. I deny it not.
And you, sir, for that chain arrested me.
Oh, I think I did, sir. Deny it not.
I sent you money, sir, to be your bail by Dromio, but I think he brought it not.
No, none by me.
Now, this purse of ducats I received from you, but Dromio, my man, did bring them me. Yeah. I see we still did meet each other's man, and I was ta'en for him, yeah? And he for me, and thereupon these errors are arose.
These ducats pawn I for my father here.
It shall not need. Thy father hath his life.
Sir, I must have that diamond from you.
There. Take it. And much thanks for my good cheer.
Renowned Queen, vouchsafe to take the pains and go with us into the abbey here, and hear at large discourses all our fortunes, and all that are assembled in this place, that by this sympathized one day's error have suffered wrong. Go keep us company, and we shall make full satisfaction. 33 years have I but gone in travail of you, my sons, until this present hour my heavy burden there delivered. The Queen, my husband, and my children both, and you, the calendars of their nativity, go to a gossip's feast and go with me, after so long grief, such festivity.
With all my heart, I'll gossip at this feast.
Master, shall I fetch your stuff from shipboard?
Hey, Dromio, what stuff of mine hast thou embarked?
Well, your good sir that lay at host in the Centaur.
To me he speaks. I am your master, Dromio. Come, go with us. We'll look to this anon. Embrace thy brother there. Rejoice with him.
There is a fat friend at your master's house who kitchened me for you today at dinner. She now shall be my sister, not my wife! Methinks you are my glass and not my brother. I see by you that I am a sweet-faced youth. Shall we go in to hear their gossiping? Oh, not I, sir. You are my elder. Oh, there's a question. How shall we try it? We'll draw cuts for the senior. Till then, leads thou first. Nay, then, thus. We came into this world like brother and brother. Now let's leave hand in hand. Not one before the other.